Hi, I'm Michael Convery, Retirement Capital, and people often ask, when should I start planning for retirement? Many assume it's probably in your 50s or your 60s. Others think you need a big salary to begin. Both ideas can cost you decades of growth and confidence, and you might not be positioned as well as you could have been for retirement. Because realistically, the best time to start is now. Your strategy will look different at 25 than at 55, yet the goal is the same. Build freedom and flexibility for your future. So starting now, it gives you the benefit of compound growth, more time to work. Even small automatic contributions can grow into meaningful dollars when you give them years and years to compound. Waiting is only going to force you to save more money later, often at the same time you're juggling college costs, aging parents, higher taxes, and you're beginning to create bigger choices for later. So step one is creating a level of clarity. List your accounts, debts, and your monthly spending. Capture any employer matches in your 401k because it's free money. So don't stop saving while paying down debt. Attack high interest balances while still contributing enough to get the match. Note, some income sources you may already have for the future, such as pensions, Social Security, or rental income, but they can change how much you need to save. Your age doesn't decide whether you can plan. It only guides how you plan. And in your 20s and 30s, you should be focusing on growth and consistency. Use target date or broad index funds if you want to set it and kind of forget it or review occasionally. You need to build a starter emergency fund so market dips don't force you to sell. Or split savings across pre-tax and Roth when possible to build tax flexibility later. You can also automate increases each year or after your raises. And in your 40s or 50s, you may actually be in peak earning years. So turning raises into higher contribution rates and cleaning up your debt so you can tighten your budget will create more savings room in the future. And you could use catch-up contributions at 50 and older. Add tax planning. Roth conversions in lower income years help later. Then you can begin rough income modeling. How will accounts convert into monthly cash flow? When you're nearing retirement, there's a shift from pure accumulation to durability. Then coordinating Social Security timing with withdrawals becomes something necessary, because stress testing your plan for market drops and health events is key when you want to ensure its strength. So reviewing Medicare, supplemental coverage, and long-term care options should also be added to your list of to-dos. And lastly, we always need to revisit your risk level. You still need growth, but sequence matters now. Money follows meaning, so you need to define the life you want. Travel, family time, a slower schedule, or second act businesses are always an option. Early retirement or phased out work, and support for the loved ones or charitable goals. Your vision sets the savings target and the timeline. It also sets the guardrails for spending later. So a modern plan is going to connect 5 areas so your money supports your life. Starting with income, mapping how your accounts become steady cash flow, considering maybe a bucket approach, short-term cash for 1 to 2 years of needs, mid-term bonds, and long-term growth. And then you need to look at your investments. Use diversified low-cost building blocks and rebalance on a schedule. Healthcare, knowing Medicare basics and gaps, considering HSA as well eligible, and exploring coverage for long-term care before you actually need it. And then you gotta look at taxes, diversifying across pre-tax, Roth, and taxable accounts. And this gives you choices for each year to manage your bracket and Medicare premiums. And last but certainly not least, your legacy. You got to make sure you keep your beneficiaries current and use simple documents at a minimum, and consider trusts or insurance where it's appropriate. So here's the action steps you can do this week. Turn on or raise your automatic contributions. You can capture the full employer match because, again, that's free money. Consolidate your stray accounts for visibility and lower fees. Also, see a calendar reminder for quarterly money check-ins. And then last, test a calculator for your number, then refine it with your advisor. Because if you're eligible, you can fund it HSA and invest the balance for your future healthcare costs. So write down 3 lifestyle goals. Align these savings across those goals, because retirement planning isn't about perfection, it's about direction and momentum. The best time to start is also now. So at Retirement Capital, we help you turn a list of accounts into a life you love. Clear income, thoughtful tax planning, and a strategy that adapts as life changes. So book your connection conversation today and take the first step towards more life with less limits.